Hey everyone, it's Charlie with FPP Shorts here, and I'm going to do something kind of fun today. I see a lot of people that think water got into their pixels, which definitely could be the cause for some issues that people have. And today I got some pixels here, I got a vat of water, and I'm going to stick them in and give them a quick time lapse. I am actually going to pull on some of the wires like they were pushed into props. I have a feeling that a lot of the failures come down to the way pixels were pushed into props, that the wires are actually stressed pretty hard, might even break a solder joint if the epoxy is not perfect along with the solder joints. So let's give this a look and see how long these pixels will go underwater for. Okay, so we're currently at about 4 hours of pixels just sitting in the water here, and they're all still working. Green or red, green, blue. But yeah, no problems yet. I want to try something real quick. I'm going to actually tug on the wires, kind of simulate them being pushed into Coro or into props and how you would abuse the wires. So let's give that a go here. Got a nice wet pixel here, and I'm going to give these guys a tug. Really get down in there. You can feel the epoxy, you can see epoxy between the wires here, which is a good sign that the epoxy is good on these. Doesn't mean that all pixels are going to be good, but not really. A lot of bubbles have built up around, which is pretty common as you let water sit. Micro bubbles will escape and attach to surfaces like the walls and stuff. So that's pretty common to see. But other than that, tugging on a few wires under the water, no changes. Just kind of going through its cycle. And yeah, so once again, we're about 4 hours in of them just sitting underwater. Been keeping the connectors dry at least, so sometimes this might be part of the issue. I guess at some point we could drop this in, or at least put the end of it in and see what happens. At this point, our pixels have been in the water for about 8 hours. I've been playing with them a bit, pulling on the wires, giving them good pushes against the bottom here, see if anything changes. Can't get them to fail in the water. Now, the one thing is I've kept this end dry. So what happens if we put the loose end in the water with it? Nothing. I had those pixels going for well over 24 hours in the water. No issues that came of it. Pulled them out. They dried out just fine. No discoloration or anything like that around the solder pads. I couldn't find any water ingress in the epoxy after inspecting them. And this kind of goes to show that good quality pixels that are made to the proper standards will last, especially in water. But doesn't mean that your pixels can't have issues, poor epoxy, bad solder joints, that kind of stuff. Also, just be wary of pushing pixels into props and not stressing those wires too hard. Just because they're encased in epoxy doesn't mean that they're bulletproof and will never rip a solder pad off. Thanks for watching this FPP short. This one's been kind of a fun little thing that I've been meaning to do for a while. If you learned something today or found some enjoyment out of this, give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to FPP Shorts. I have more fun tips, tricks, and tutorials coming soon.